won't stop, get it, can't stop, don't stop, get it, can't stop, won't stop, get it,
I blaze the block, get it how I live it.
can't stop, won't stop, get it, can't stop, don't stop, get it, can't stop, won't stop, get it.
I blaze the block, get it how I
I'm
live
up
it.
early in the morning, stretching, yawning, off to hit the block, get them knots to form in. Throw away by the tit, it's the clip for calling, click them all in, so I'm bound to trip, flip my product like Mickey D's cheeseburgers. More like a waffle, how these fees get served as I bend the block, yes I beat the curve and pass broadcast, roll with me seems absurd. I'm the bishop of that cheese on the first and third, I'm living that glove life like I'm six and bird. We're young on the team, we gon' bleed them birds and lock down the whole city with that pinkish Persian. B and C is the click I claim, Desert Ease is the chick I game. Way heavy when I spit that game, have mommy taking me on shopping sprees when she dished that lame. Yeah.
Roses, good morning. Good, beautiful, godly morning. I am Tarot King the Prophet. This is another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to bring to you yet another 3 oracles reading. Yeah. That's just where I just take one card from 3 different decks and I put them all together to form hopefully what is your forecast for the day. Alright. Now you don't have to choose this one. You can go to the playlist, because this is for today. You can go to the playlist, of the 3 oracles playlist, and pick whichever one you want, and hopefully it'll resonate with you. Alright, so I've done all my prayer that I'm gonna do. Well, I ain't did all that I'm gonna do, but I've done all that I needed to do so far. So that's out the way. We'll start these out with the Damon Tarot deck. These are the cards that I use to do my fortune cookie for my roses. Yes. I'm so sleepy and groggy this morning. I know y'all hear it in my voice. My voice is like, it's all good. Shout out to my man, Antoine Mosley, Hardaway's Clothing. I let your boy, my man, got it going on down there in Albion, Michigan, man. Y'all tap in, check him out. Look for that Hardaway's Clothing. Hit me up and I'll show you how to get you some. All right. Yeah. I also got that merch in. I have a little deck and I have a big deck. I have a little deck and a big deck. I have a little deck and a big deck. Deck, DECK. All right. I don't know what these things are. My card fell out. We gonna go for proofless. Proofless. That is the Damon we're gonna use to get this party started with you this morning, Rose. Proofless. Proofless. What does proofless has to say? The definition behind proofless is: beware of individuals who spread gossip and discord for the sake of drama and that divisiveness. Distance yourself from those individuals and do not be dragged in. Beware of individuals who spread gossip and discord for the sake of drama and divisiveness. Distance yourself from those individuals and do not be dragged in. Stay away from the petty. That seems pretty obvious, but sometimes somebody had to be told that. People that just run around starting shit to be starting shit just to divide y'all and all that. Stay away from their ass situations that'll divide you. Stay away from that shit, We're going on to the Moonology Oracle deck. Let's see what the Moonology deck has to say for you this morning. Well, let me find out. All the cards gonna fall out. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Ow. Ow. 5, 6, and 11 are the numbers. 5, 6, and 11 are the numbers today, Rose. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. All right, Rose. This card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. The attuned to the moon roses is have some sexy time. Have some sexy time. So you got some work coming up, but it seems like this kind of heading in the direction of love. Beware of those petty people that's gonna stop y'all from doing what it is you do. Moonology said have some sexy time. Ooh, I feel I gotta be strong as a motherfucker for these cards, man. Golly. Oh, man. Get to the point where I couldn't do all that with these big motherfuckers before. It don't seem like much. Anyway, we on the Black Moon Astrology cards. The Black Moon Astrology cards. And what we flip is Uranus. Genius. Uranus. Genius. Let's see what this genius is referring to. Uranus, genius. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. Oscar Wilde. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. Oscar Wilde. The guy just don't even know how much that just hit home. Excuse me. Anyway, the sudden bolt of a surprise that causes chaos. Uranus, the great awakener, is here to wake you up. According to the myth, out of chaos emerged two expressions of deities: Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Sky. As the higher octave of Mercury, Uranus arrives to break the rules and smash established structures. It is a planet of not only genius, but also intuition, which arrives in sudden flashes just like lightning, seemingly out of nowhere. Uranus is the revolutionary planet, opening up channels to the higher mind and bringing about necessary changes which can no longer be resisted. The great humanitarian, Uranus, is not really personal, and its viewpoint is one that is detached and unemotional. It symbolizes the one who doesn't really need a partner but is friend and soulmate to everyone. Those under the influence of Uranus are objective just enough to derive reliable insight into the other people's motivations. These types tend to be brainy and cool. Such detachment is needed when everything is about to be turned upside down. Another very important element of Uranus is its link to technological advances and how the future is going to look and be. When the Uranus card comes up in a reading, there will be jokes and surprises in regards to your question or focus. After all, Uranus is the upstart planet, so there won't be any smooth ride here. You can anticipate matters to turn rather eccentric, of not shocking, and not in the way you expected. Don't look upon these manifestations as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how your life becomes transformed in ways not exactly as you predicted, but better. You may feel excitable or nervous at present, especially when it comes to the things you are currently focusing on. It may seem as if everything is speeded up, even forced against your will. But it is not a good idea to resist. The best approach is to entertain the possibilities of what you are about to learn. You can anticipate this change to be a liberating force, offering a new course of path. Since Uranus is the planet of technology, you may find yourself having to master a new tool, a machine, a computer, or even jobs involving the internet. Since Uranus is the planet of air, storms, and lightning, anything having to do with flight, Messages carried via the air and electrical energies will be a part of it. Phones, television sets, computers, artificial intelligence, and bionics may also configure. Your surroundings may start exhibiting electrical malfunctions. It is important to pay close attention to the writing in your home or office. It is also important to point out the connection between Uranus and alternative forms of sexuality and gender identity. In fact, in Victorian England, homosexual and transgender people were referred to as Uranians. Therefore, you might find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of a different class or background. All in all, this card means your life is about to be changed in a big way rather than the small ones. The Uranus card says, go with it and see what happens. Uranus card in brief: rapid changes, shocks, jolts, sudden transformations, the unexpected, revolution, government overthrows, rebellion, bucking against authority, turbulence, and upset in the usual patterns, unpredictability, being knocked off balance, relocation, feeling shattered, being erratic, not staying on course, innovation, originality, novelty, the taboo, the sense of being different, going against the status quo, counterculture, the avant-garde, alienation from your peer group, estrangement, autism, genius, intuition, intelligence, ingenuity. I don't even know what that word is. Ingenuity, I'm sorry. I didn't know what that word was. Ingenuity, innovation, bolts of insight, a leap of consciousness, acts of discovery, computers, the world wide web, brotherhood and sisterhood, homosexuality and bisexuality, transgender people, skies, lightning, thunder and stormy weather, pewter, electric blue, oddballs, nerds, science, physics, electromagnetism, research, technology, robots, science fiction, flight, space travel, planets, outer space, UFOs, aliens, and foreigners. Gosh, that was a long Uranus card in brief, wasn't it? The corresponding tarot card is the Tower. Ours for Wildwood Tarot is the Great Oak. I believe it's the Great Oak. Okay, and the key ideas: change, revolution, shocks, genius, technology, alternative lifestyles. Sounds like this can go a couple different ways. Beware of individuals who spread gossip and discord for the sake of drama and divisiveness. Distance yourself from those individuals who do not be dragged in. Have yourself some sexy time. It seems like some freaky stuff going on right here. You know, it could be involving transgender, homosexuality, you know, bisexual. I don't know, is that a word, bisexuality? I don't know. You know, something really, really, really taboo. And if you're not into those kind of things, which I personally am not, you may be experiencing something. First and foremost, Uranus is the planet of change. Everything changes abruptly with Uranus, okay? With this right here talking about staying away from messy people, basically people that spread gossip just to do it, just to cause division, you know what I mean? See something that you gotten, or see you being friends with somebody and you shouldn't be friends with such and such, you know, just to divide y'all, no real reason, you know what I mean? Stay away from those people, move away from those people. Having you some sexy time, you know what I mean? And then all these changes, you know, it kind of feels like you might change your mind about somebody, you know, and really have some I don't know, maybe an encounter with them, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be in a sexual encounter, you know what I mean? But it seems to me that in this situation, this might be a person that you're not used to dealing with, okay? So let's scratch all the other shit that I was talking about before and let's ride with that. Let's ride with this new person is more on the Aquarian level, you know what I mean? They're individualistic, they're to themselves, they're not codependent or anything like that, and they are different. It's nerd. It's probably a nerd, probably a geek, you know, which is cool. I'm a nerd. I'm a geek, you know what I mean? I know y'all see me and all that, you know what I mean? But I be in them books, you know what I mean? I'm all about growth, education, you feel me? So it could be a nerd, you know. I'm an Aquarius moon, so there you have it on that, you know. But it could be a nerd. It could be somebody who's just not your usual cup of tea. Somebody that's very different, and all the people around you may have something to say about it, you know, but shit, who is they? You know, I mean, how do they really satisfy you and make you happy in that area? You know, I'm sure they have their position. I'm sure they have their areas to make you happy, you know, but, you know, it's just something about this little old nerd that makes you happy, you know, or makes you curious, or makes you want to know, makes you want to go get down. You feel me? Make you want to see what it's like on the other side of the tracks. And I guess, I don't know, you know, somebody like me is, I stay on all kinds of sides of the tracks, so, you know what I mean? I am quite the experience. Let me tell it. Boop, 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 boop. That's me tooting my own horn. Doo, 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 doo. But I'm not even talking about sexually. We could be talking about sexually, but I'm just all the way around, you know. Why did I start talking about me again? It's not speed dating. Anyway, because I know I'm different. I know I'm different. I know I'm very different. You know what I mean? And this person that you're looking for may be in the same boat. This person may be very fucking different. Just like you probably couldn't even tell this person that they were that different. You know what I mean? But they stand out. They bloom with just their differences. You see what I'm saying? And you like it. You love it. Others might not want to deal with it or want to fuck with it or whatever, and may think ill or think that they too bougie or too good for that particular situation. But you, nah, you like that shit. You like that shit. That's dope. I ain't even mad at that, trust me, because I'm that different ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm different as fuck. You know what I mean? And yeah, you like that shit. It is what it is. Hey, I appreciate you guys for stopping in. I am Tarot King, the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Yes, it has. And so what else can I say? It's been beautiful, guys. You know, thank you guys for tuning in each and every day. I appreciate you. And Pound LP, love, blessings, light, and peace.
Can't stop, won't stop, get it, can't stop.